How's it going, car people? It's Lucas here, back with another car review. Today I present to you this 2020 BMW 330e. As always, I will start it up, show you the engine, as well as show you around the interior and the exterior of the car. So, here's the key fob. It's your typical BMW key fob with trunk release, lock, and unlock. So, let's go ahead and get started. Also, if you leave the lights in auto mode, upon unlocking the car, you do have welcome lights that will automatically come on the front and the back. Also, to make the door handles easier to find at night, you do have puddle lights underneath them that turn on upon unlocking the car. Upon unlocking the car, the power folding side mirrors will automatically fold out, and if you hold down the lock button when you lock it, then the mirrors will fold back in. Also, if you hold down the unlock button, you can actually roll down all four windows at the same time and open the sunroof. As you can see right there. Very useful feature on a hot day. To roll the windows back up and close the sunroof, just hold down the lock button. The 330e does come standard with a smart key access system via the rib patterns located on all four door handles. To use it, just have the key fob on you, say in your pocket. As you can see, the car is currently unlocked. To lock it, just touch the rib pattern. If you hold your finger on it, the mirrors will fold in. And to unlock it, just touch behind the handle. Now, a smart key access system by itself is already very useful, but this car actually makes it even easier for you. If you simply just walk up to the car with the key fob on you, it will actually automatically unlock itself. That way, you don't actually need to touch behind the door handle and wait for it to unlock before you can enter. And if you walk away from the car with the key fob on you, it will automatically lock, all without touching the key fob. Very useful. This 330e is finished off in an alpine white exterior and comes paired with a black leather interior. Along with the smart key access system, push button start is standard on every G23 series, with the button being located in the center console. So to start it, just have the key fob inside the car, put your foot on the brake, and then hit the button to start. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut on the headlights, fog lights, and hazards. All four windows are fully automatic. So, let's go ahead and check out the exterior of the 330e. The BMW 3 Series is a compact executive car manufactured by German automaker BMW since May 1975. It has seen 7 generations since launch. The first generation was the E21, running from 1975 to 1983, followed by the E30 from 1982 to 1994, then the E36 from 1990 to 2000, after which the E46 was produced from 1997 to 2006, then the E90, E91, E92, and E93 from 2004 to 2013, the F30, F31, and F34 from 2011 to 2019, and last but not least, the G20, which has been in production since 2018. The G23 series made its debut at the 2018 Paris Motor Show, with production beginning in the fall that same year. It is available as a compact sedan as well as a station wagon. The sedan version is known as the G20 and the station wagon version as the G21, or the 3 Series Touring. Like previous generations of the 3 Series, the G20 has so many variants to choose from that it would take too long to list them all up. Changes in terms of model and body style availability also happened for the G23 series. First off, the Gran Turismo body style is no longer available for the G20. The other change was 2 models being introduced that were new for the G20 and not available on previous generations. The first one is the M340i, which came out in spring 2019. The other is the vehicle featured in this video, the plug-in hybrid 330e, which came out only this year. On the exterior of this 330e, you'll find xenon headlights with angel eye daytime running lights and blue accenting specific to the 330e, LED taillights, front and rear fog lights, body-colored turn signal mirrors, body-colored door handles, front and rear parking sensors, a backup camera, dual exit exhausts, and 16-inch 5 double-spoke alloy wheels on Pirelli Cinturato 205/60 R16 tires. As far as dimensions, length is 185.4 inches, width is 71.9 inches, height is 56.8 inches with a 112.2 inch wheelbase. Curb weight is 4,178 pounds. The 330e is powered by a 2-liter, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline 4-cylinder, along with a BMW eDrive synchronous electric motor powered by a 7.6 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery. The engine by itself produces 184 horsepower from 5,000 to 6,500 RPM and 214 pound-feet of torque from 1350 to 4250 RPM. The electric motor produces 88 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. Combined output is 249 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. It is 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 6.1 seconds and has a top speed of 225 kilometers an hour and 120 kilometers an hour on full electric power. With a 10.5 gallon fuel tank, estimated combined fuel consumption is 117 miles per gallon or 2 liters per 100 kilometers. Electric range is 37 to 40 kilometers. You do get a 10-way power adjustable driver's seat with your slide, height adjustment, recline, 4-way lumbar adjustment. You also do have seat cushion extension on the driver's seat, which is very nice. The driver's seat does also have memory settings, as you can see right here on the door panel. Also on the door panel are your power locks, power windows, power mirrors, which are also power folding, as you saw earlier. Very nice. The door panel is mostly leather padded, by the way. You do have storage down below with a bottle holder, your fuel cap release, trunk release. You have BMW door sills down here, as well as your headlight controls, which are now buttons instead of a switch. You got your parking lights, regular lights, high beams. You also have your panel dim right here, auto mode for the headlights and fog lights, stuff like that. Also right down here, little storage cubby. All right. So let's take a look at the interior. This 330e comes with tri-zone automatic climate control. You do have your fan speed right over here. All the info shows up on the display right above. Driver and passenger have individual temperature settings as well as zones. You do have your front and rear defrost, your auto mode, recycling, AC, stuff like that. You do also have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and passenger. Not too bad. So now to the infotainment screen. Right here, this is the home screen, which shows part of the navigation, the song currently playing, the device currently connected, the date, the time, and all that stuff. Over here on the left side, you can see all of the options for media, phone settings, navigation, car, apps. This screen is also a touch screen, by the way, and you can control everything from there. Or down here, from the buttons, via this dial pad, and also the buttons. You got a shortcut to the home menu right here, a back button, options. You've also got a shortcut to view the map, to navigation settings, to phone settings, and media. Go ahead and head over to media. You just click it down, by the way, to select something. Then you use the dial to scroll up and down. And then you push it to the side to scroll through info like that. And back. Very useful. Right here, you can switch between radio, Spotify, as well as the current device connected. Overall, not bad. If you wanted to go back, you could either click the back button or just use the shortcut to the home menu. Not bad. Go over here to phone settings. You can view messages, contacts, stuff like that, as well as calls and different messages like that from BMW. Go to nav. You can set a new destination, do all that stuff, as well as just view the map by just clicking the button up in the right-hand corner, just like so. Go over to the car. You can see various driving info, climate control settings, then the car settings. Go ahead and head over to the general settings. You got like date and time, language, assistance, the touchpad, camera settings, stuff like that.
pretty good overall. You also got your driving settings, as well as light settings, display, stuff like that, including the heads-up display, which you can see right up there. Finally, we'll head to the apps. You can see the installed apps, as well as you can go to the BMW store to get some more apps. You can see all of your various apps right here, including BMW Assistance, Messages, News, Weather, BMW Connected, software information, climate controls, the eDrive zone, as well as the Park Now.
This 330e is equipped with automatic parking. Upon pressing the parking sensor button, not only will the parking sensors turn on, but the car will also start searching for empty parking spots. Once it finds one, which is usually after you pass it, a touch button will show up on the infotainment screen. Then, just press it, and the car will park itself in the chosen spot. While it may not be as cool as driverless RC parking found in, say, the BMW 7 Series or a Tesla, it's still a really useful feature to have to lessen the stress of having to parallel park by yourself.
Down below the climate controls, you have all your radio settings with your 8 preset stations, seek track buttons, volume knobs, stuff like that, and power button for the radio. Right down below here, cup holders. It's also illuminated, as you can see, USB port, power outlet. You have some of the very nice aluminum trim going down into the center console, alongside traction control, parking assist, your start-stop button, your different driving modes. You have sport, hybrid, all-electric mode, adaptive. Here's your electronic parking brake. In order to engage and disengage it, you do have to put your foot on the brake. The parking brake does also have auto hold function. All of the infotainment system controls that I showed you before.
The 330e comes standard with an 8-speed automatic transmission. To work it, put your foot on the brake, hit the little unlock button on the side, and push down for drive. Push up for reverse. A half click down when in reverse and a half click up when in drive is neutral. For park, just hit the P button on top. The transmission does come with manual shiftability via the shifter itself or the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. Upon selecting reverse, the backup camera and the rear parking sensors automatically turn on. The backup camera does feature guidance lines. Upon exiting reverse, the backup camera will actually stay on until you do something else with the infotainment system. Also, when selecting reverse, the side mirrors will tilt down to curb view.
Storage. Here's your glove box, which is felt lined as well and contains all your owner's literature. You do get a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped steering wheel, which is very nice and smooth. You do have sport grips at 10 and 2. Very loud horn. On the steering wheel itself, cruise control settings, as well as audio settings over here. You do have your voice recognition, Bluetooth phone, volume knob. Right here, if you click this button, you can actually view the heads-up display. You can use the little rotary knob on the wheel to scroll up and down, and then click it down to select. Here's the rotary knob that I was just talking about. Otherwise, the heads-up display would give you a digital speedometer, as well as the speed limit. On the gauges, you have your speedo on the left, speed limit displayed, the clock, fuel range as well as fuel gauge, your hybrid gauge, leftover battery, electric range, outside temperature, stuff like that. And then you can see your hybrid trip meter via the button right here on the back of the turn signal stock. You can scroll through various info like that. As well as you can see the odometer. This particular one has 17,000 kilometers, as you can see. Various info like that. And the current song playing. And back to that. Also with a shift indicator. You also have a digital speedometer. Grip handles. Sun visor with vanity mirror. And light. Bluetooth mic. Auto dimming rearview mirror. Lights. SOS. And the controls for your one-touch automatic, full-power sunroof. First press opens up the shade, and then the second press will open up the sunroof. You also do have a little shield right there. Alright. Upon opening the door, the car will automatically power off. So let's go and check out the back seat. All of your materials, both on the seats and door panels, carry through to the back seat. More of the storage, the bottle holder down there. Hopping inside. Now, the driver's seat of this car is currently all the way back, and I'm about 6 feet tall, and I've got some knee room. Not that much, but still some. I do have an okay amount of headroom. So if the seat was slid farther forward, I would be perfectly fine back here. If it was all the way back, a little bit less, but still something I can work with. You can see more of the ambient lighting back here. Air vents right back here, as well as the rear climate control settings, temperature, zones, stuff like that. 2 USB ports, and a power outlet. It is a little bit dark. Let me turn on my flash. There we go. That's better. You can see it all down here. Then over here, we have our center armrest with cup holders. And if you wanted to, you could fold down the whole thing and create a pass-through to the trunk. Very nice. Besides that, you have more of the interior lights back here. Not bad. So that's it for the back seat. Let's go ahead and check out trunk space.
This 330e is equipped with a powered trunk which can be opened and closed 4 different ways. You have the switch on the driver's door, the button on the key fob, the button on the trunk itself, and finally, this 330e is equipped with a hands-free opening trunk, which comes along with the smart key access system. Just have the key fob on you, walk up to the car, and kick your foot under the rear bumper to open the trunk. Trunk space in the regular G23 series is 17 cubic feet, but the 330e has a little less at 13.2 cubic feet due to the hybrid batteries being located in the back of the car. A 40-20-40 split folding rear seat is standard on the 330e, expanding the cargo area a decent amount. Inside the trunk, you'll find some storage off to the sides as well as under the trunk floor, the handles to fold down the back seats, and a 12-volt power outlet.
Alright, and that is going to wrap up the review on the 2020 BMW 330e. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.